what we're doing is we're fishing structure just like we're largemouth bass fishing. And they are really oriented to it because if you look at these indentations and these tree trunks, any place where there's possibility of bait, these fish are hanging there. And it's different from the main river. The main river, they're off of sandbars, ambush and bait as it swims by. You can catch them in the middle. Very different. That's a big peacock. Well, we just had a peacock blow up over here in the shadows where Ray's throwing. And I made a cast, and big peacock just blew up on me. This is a big one. Look at that. Oh, go! I don't know how big he is. He's got a big hump on his head, though. I can tell you that. Es bastante grande. Oh! Head shake. Ahora sí. Ay, 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 ay. Dejen el agua. Dejen el agua. This is what we're after. These big peacocks will just drive you crazy. That guy, thank goodness, didn't go berserk on us because we're using pretty light lines on the fly rod. 11. 11. Yeah. Look at the side of this guy. Something big hit this thing and tried to eat it. That's what we got here in the Amazon. You ready? Yeah. Yeah, what a release. Mucho bon. Well, we ought to cover what we're using here today. When you come to the Amazon, come with at least a 9-weight rod.
Yeah, for what we're fishing today, you gotta have it.
Yeah, and both floating line is great or a medium sink tip. We've got poppers. This used to have head cement and eyes and everything, but 15 fish later, it's down to nothing. But poppers are great down here. Ray, talk about this fly you created.
Well, one of the fun things about fly fishing and traveling to different places is you can check the internet, you can read magazines and so forth, decide what you're going to use, but you can also guess a little bit and come up with some assumptions. So we decided to make a popper that was a minnow that looks somewhat like a peacock bass, has the bars and the colors of a peacock. It's worked okay.
He's murdering them. He's being modest.
But, you know, the slight variations we've had to do, we've had to shorten some of our flies a little bit, but it's been fun to come up with some neat flies. Chris invented the Bailey skitter fly for this, and this has really knocked them dead too. It just skitters on the surface, makes commotion, and gets the flies. And this green color that he's put in most of his flies has been critical. It's really been the top color of the trip.
Anything that makes sound is going to get these peacocks. As you'll see from our footage, a popper or anything that moves a lot of water gets all kinds of fish charging. And we've had 5, 6, 8, 10, 20 fish just blowing up on these. It's incredible. Anything like largemouth bass fishing.
Yeah, it's a lot like largemouth fishing. The longer we've been down here, the more it seemed that way, in fact.
Yeah, so if you're a bass fisherman, you're going to come down and kill these fish because they're cichlids, but they act like a bass. And let me tell you one difference, okay? You will never have a largemouth scare you to death like these guys do.
Yeah, they unnerve you.
Yep. Let's go get some more fish.
Let's go to it.
All right, Ray, way to go, buddy. Boy, we just had a 20-pound fish explode out here, so we turned around and came back, and he hit me twice. I'm using a popper, exploded on the top, and he hit me twice and did not hook up. And then I got another hit, but it was a little guy, and I think he came and hit Ray's streamer. This tandem thing where you throw a popper on top and then you follow with your buddy with a streamer is absolutely deadly on these fish. Good job, Ray. Boy, is he lit up. I think when they get excited, they act like a Dorado. where they kind of, their skin lights up. Look how pretty that is. Gracias, Marzo.